Name's Rod Cockерline. I'm the Vice President of Sales here at Nextseed. It's a fancy title I gave to myself. And I guess what that means is I've been here a long time, had a lot of happy customers over the years, and main responsibility is for sales and also manage the territory managers we have in Ontario and Alberta. What I remember is a lot of fun, and it seems like a long time ago. And it was a long time ago. I looked back at my wallet and my phone and saw a flight back from Calgary in March of 2020. So, I guess that's when this whole pandemic thing kicked off. And so that's forever ago for me, a traveling sales guy. What I remember about it was, we were doing what we do. I was traveling with Ryan, our Alberta territory manager, and we met with some guys who weren't really sure what to do, and we offered a lot of guidance for them. And we had some other guys that had some new equipment, and we were turning the dials and making it work and putting a smile on their face. So it was a great week, and I look forward to getting back to that. We learned a new way to do it, just like everyone during this. You need to become more nimble. We've what it's forced us to do, which was a good thing, is take a step back and look at our presentation decks. Think of a lot of smart questions to ask guys that you can do over the phone or over a Zoom, and you know pick those pick those right stories, pick the right features and benefits that ticks all the boxes that these guys needed ticked, and it's been fairly effective. But again, I miss that face-to-face interaction. That's for sure. Well, the difference between an in-person demo and a virtual one is a few things. One is I really miss that moment where the customer says "Wow," because they always do when we're with them, and they can see what comes out the bottom of the machine. Versus on a virtual one, you show them and they say, "Yeah, okay, I get it. That's pretty cool." But I miss that "Oh wow" moment, because that's what that's the hook for us, right? And we do it very well in our lab. Well, though the machine does it very well in our lab. So, the other part of it, kind of tied to that, is you don't get that. You can't open the hood. You can't kick the tires. You can't look at the camera technology, or you can't get that touch and feel part to it. The salesman in me wants to read and react off the customer, and you get a much better sense, of course, when they're like, okay, he didn't quite get that. Let's say it a little different way, or let's have him push the buttons on the machine. And then, as you do that, the information just goes right up into their brain. And then you can tell that they have that aha moment, right? So that's a way easier to do in person, of course, and a lot more fun for the customer. Uh, and it's even more fun when the customer brings us their problems. We love dealing and when a customer can bring us a problem. Color sorter is not a magic wand, but it's a great tool to have in your seed plant or your food processing plant. And what I mean is, bring us your problems. There always seems to be a 1 in 10 year problem that happens, 6 or 7 times in a decade. So is it, you know, a variety of different things can happen, but the solution a lot of times is having that backstop of that color sorter at the end of your processing line. So bring us your problems means I had a tough separation. I needed to take a huge cut to get the wild oats out of this, or there was some frost damage, or what if I had a color sorter, could I save this lot of seed? And we'll set it aside. Bring a 20 kilogram bag and some samples of the targets, and we'll train the machine, and we'll train you how to make those separations and get that wow moment. So that's what I mean by bring us the problems. For me, I think this is just me. I think you need to, just put something on the calendar. this week I booked flights to go to Europe, and my family and I haven't, hardly been outside of our home. I haven't been in a restaurant in a year and a half, and now I'm booking a flight to Europe. But it switches your mindset. This fall, I'm looking forward to, I'm excited to get out into the market and go meet our vendor again in Cambria. So I'd say just an idea is to put something on the calendars and then set aside those problems, because then there's something to look forward to. How do you do it? Well, we're our service technicians are out in the market all the time. You could mention it to those guys when they're on site, and obviously nextseed.ca leads you straight to me. Give me a call. We'll set something up. If you want the light duty version via Zoom, I'd be happy to do that at any moment. That's teed up and ready. It's a very, very rehearsed introduction to the machine, and then what I encourage you to do is say, okay, I get it, but let's get together in Winnipeg at our test facility and let's have that wow moment when you come with your problems and we solve your problems, and you see it and you feel it and you have that, okay, I want that. I need that for my business. So get a date on the calendar and give me a call and we'll set it up.